DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point through the snowflake, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 64 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And now here's Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He finds his target, Allen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Herbert's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert back to the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross, 54 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 35 on second down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A quick throw now complete to Ross. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length, talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return is Duvernay. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. 65.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. John Ross with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return is Duvernay. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on. Report. Mike 35.
To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Now Ross to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the ground, it's Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Houston coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. The handoff, it's Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. Spins away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens add on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Herbert now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 31, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Has me a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in